got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something?
Dan's so happy right now. Right. Have you turned off Jeremy Clarkson?
I've muted him.
You've muted him. That's how he's best enjoyed. Hello, good afternoon. It's Sunday. I've had a very lazy Sunday. We've swapped places. I've been mainly on the sofa and Dan's been running around. So he's been back to the football place to tidy up from yesterday. And then he went and did all the shopping. And I just did a bit of housework and meal planning. And then...
Hang on, I washed your car as well.
Oh yes, you washed my car. I did film that, so you would have seen that. Yeah. But to be fair though, he washed my car because he's got a new toy and he wanted to play with it. What's it called again? A snow foam thing? A snow foam what? Gun. Attachment, which, yeah. So he's been having fun with that. He did his car the day before yesterday and he did mine today. So thank you very much. It's very shiny. I can see the sun shining off it.
If only you meant that.
I do mean it. It is shiny. I just don't care. Yeah, so he's done that for me. So he's been very active. And I've been sewing together my... Oh, let me show you. I've been adding more hexagons, sewing more hexagons into my crochet hexagon quilt, which is looking amazing. But oh my goodness, let's just all trigger warning for ends. Let's have another look at those. Oh, and I've been watching YouTube and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to do a bit more of this and watch the Bakery Bears Patreon only podcast today. Happy birthday, Kay, if you're watching this. Yeah, but first I'm going to make cup of tea number 3 of the day because it's a 3 cup of tea day today. Just a lazy Sunday.
For you, maybe.
Actually, I need to hoover as well. I might do that after the Bakery Bears though. Mm-hmm. Hello, it's coming up for 5 o'clock. Dan's watching Liverpool Crystal Palace on the telly. I've just been sitting sewing hexagons together and it has been lovely. I haven't been for a walk or anything. Just needed a lazy day today. But I wanted to tell you about a couple of things. So I was just looking at the comments from yesterday, or day 23. And I was talking about a conversation I'd got into at work about the different names that people call woodlouse. And it's so funny because there's names coming up in the comments that are just so funny to read. Like everyone's got a different name for them. So we've got piggy beetles, cheesy bugs. What Victoria read said that cheesy bugs is what she calls them. Slaters. A lot of people are saying slaters in Scotland and New Zealand. We've had comments from...
Sliders.
Oh, and on the subject of bugs, no, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them. Dan stopped to listen. Nurse Kathy had said, have you read Miss Benson's Beetle by Rachel Joyce? Because I'm just coming to the end of listening to The Homemade God by Rachel Joyce. And yeah, I have listened to that and I loved it. I think Juliet Stevenson was the narrator for that one. I love that. I've listened to all 3 of the Harold books. So it was The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, something to do with Oh, I wondered if I can hear shouting. What's going on? It's Dan talking to our neighbour over the fence. I listened to all three of the Harold Fry books. So it's the one about Harold, the one about Queenie, and the one about Maureen. I loved all of them. I haven't met a Rachel Joyce book that I didn't like, really. I think this is my least favourite so far, but I have really enjoyed it. I have opinions on it, but as I'm listening to it as a read along, like a buddy read with friends, I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to give any spoilers to those of us that are catching up in our little group. Anyway, that's an aside. The reason I brought that up is because it's about a bugs, beetles. Roly-polies, pill bugs, dung beetles or doo-doo bugs. Pill bugs, potato bugs. I like that. There was another one I saw earlier and I read it out to Dan, but I can't remember what it was, but I really liked it. What, can you remember what it was, Dan? Was it like a something roll or something?
Bacon roll.
Oh, for goodness sake, why do I bother? Slaters, grandfathers, wood roaches, cheese logs. That was it. That was Phoebe Paxford, cheese logs. I like that. Anyway, I could go on. Someone else pointed something out and I had to go in and I was like, what is this person on about? And I went in and I thought, oh my goodness, they're exactly right. Someone spotted a fairy in my day 23 vlog. And I went back and I took a screenshot of it. So I'm going to show you. I'm just going to find the person that commented. Okay, so it's not a name. It's just some letters and numbers. So SLDSB99. Hi Ali, I never comment, but just had to. At 3 minutes 27 seconds, does everyone see the same as me? A fairy walking over the log at the left. Did you put that fairy there, Ali? Anyway, it's magical. So I was like, what? And I went and had a look. So I'm going to play it. And if you don't spot it, I'm going to play it again. It's going to be zoomed in and then I'm going to slow it right down. So I'm going to put that in here. Did you see the fairy? Wasn't that good? And actually I've just seen that Laura, her name is, from France, has replied to my reply. So I now know that this was Laura that spotted the fairy. I couldn't believe it. What it is, because I remember seeing it when I was in the woods, because I had to avoid it as I was trying to get the shot. It's, do you know when the moths create their threads that hang down from the trees? Well, a leaf, or well, it might have been a leaf, it might have been a chrysalis, but I don't think a chrysalis would just be dangling, would it? That doesn't sound very safe. But something was dangling on the end of one of those moth webs and the sun was catching it. And just at one point when I was filming, the sun must have just gone through it as it was like twisty turning. And it looks like like if someone did a really bad impression of a fairy kind of going dumpy dumpy dum. Dan said it looked like Gandalf. But honestly, that made my morning when I saw that. I couldn't stop watching it. It was fantastic. So thank you very much, Laura. Merci beaucoup. And then I've got two things I wanted to show you because it's going to be a pretty short vlog today, I think. So we are literally just chilling out. I'm going to show you what we're having for dinner. You'll see me cooking it. It's from this book, which I got for my birthday. This was, I'd seen it in the works and Phoebe remembered, so she got me this for my birthday. I've got another one of Pip Payne's books, which I love. Everything I make out of these books comes out so good, so delicious, so filling, so hearty. So we're going to have tonight one we have not tried before, and that is the bacon gnocchi with red pesto and peas, except we're not having bacon, we're having chorizo because I happen to have some left over from pizzas, and we're not having red pesto, we're having green pesto because I've also got some of that open and it needs using. But it does say it works really well with chorizo instead of bacon or green pesto in place of red. You can also switch up the green veg, but I've got peas in the freezer. Might have some broccoli I might throw in as well. So that's what we're having. I'm going to get started on that. We're going to eat about 6:30, so I don't have to get started on that for about another 45 minutes. And I also want to show you this. So, where's my phone so I can just check the details? This is from Alina, and I'd seen this on a few people's feeds on YouTube and on Instagram as well. So, Alina has set up the Wollington Yarn Club. This is the little bag. It's a monthly subscription for minis, for yarn minis, supporting UK-based dyers. So you sign up to it and you get a surprise bag of minis from a UK dyer. So you get the little bag and then you get the minis inside. I don't think there was any little information that came with it about the dyer. No, so you get the thank you for choosing our yarn club. And then there's a bit of care information and it's got all of their details, so that's it there. There's a lovely little handwritten note on the back. So I'd not heard of this dyer, or if I had, it hadn't kind of registered in my brain. I'm going to try and hold up all the minis. So I've got, how many have I got? 9? 10. 10 gorgeous minis, which I'm going to hold up really badly, that you get in the bag. And it's supposed to help you discover new dyers and get to know dyers you might not have used before. So the bag I've been sent was for, they do it every month. I can't remember if it was for April or May. And it was knotted by Niche, and I hadn't heard of her, so I went and found them on Instagram. Oh, I'm a bit in love now. Honestly, gorgeous, really bright, really fun, really saturated. I'm going to put a little overlay on now because I'll have them all laid out and it'll be much easier to show you. So yeah, knotted by Niche, they're all absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to hold up my 2 absolute favourite ones, which is definitely this one, Wildfire Sunset. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And then this one, which is called Meadow. And you know what? I'm really feeling neons at the moment. Very much enjoying neon-y things. So I love these little pops. Come on, focus. There we go. So that's Meadow. Yeah, so I just wanted to flash those at you. Flashing again. And I think what I'm going to do is give these as a prize. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm really tempted to keep them because they're so beautiful. And I've got a project coming up that would use minis and so on, but I've got so much yarn, I've got so many things that I already own. I think it's better if I share with others because I've got more yarn than I can ever knit in a lifetime. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So thank you, Alina, for sharing that with me. I'm going to share it, like I say, on my knitting and crochet podcast. Okay, I'm going to go back to sewing hexagons together and just generally chilling out and not doing anything. And then I might read my book for a bit. So you'll see the evening's activities coming up. But just in case I don't come in to talk to you again, I will see you tomorrow. It's a bank holiday, so it's like I'm in 2 Sundays. It's amazing. So hopefully another chilled day tomorrow. We are hoping to have a bit of a day out, but it all depends on teenagers.